of good work which is being done by organizations like Cybersecurity Malaysia, who have put together information packs. They have reached out to the various groups of people in providing information on how you can actually be safe on the internet. Okay, so let's talk about impact. It's a mouthful. It stands for International Multilateral Partnership Against Cyber Threats. Don't ask me how the acronym came about, but it explains to the countries what are the various resources when it comes to the legal framework. And by the way, it's available for download if any one of you are interested. The link is various threats on the net. The various exploitations that they are exposed to. And it's not just pornography. We are talking about self-harm, we are talking about suicide sites, we are talking about radicalization of children on the net. And this is something that we would like to work with as many people as we could reach out to. Because no matter what laws you have in the country, I'm sure every single government in the world will agree, which needs to be implemented within a country to move towards having better cyber defenses in place. So, things that you have is capacity building, you have international cooperation, organizational structure. After the session, of course, if there's any further questions, I can take it up. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Security industry, it's a fairly small industry, and my colleagues will agree to that everyone knows everyone in the security industry. And if somebody comes up and says, I've discovered this threat, and somebody else says, no, I posted this up, wasn't actually leaked. So, sorry, I'm not going to talk about WikiLeaks. I'm going to talk about data leaks. I'm going to talk about what is the basic problem behind this. Okay? So, we do realize digital information is the most valuable organizational asset at this point.
Yes. Okay. You should. I will elaborate a bit on that later. So what happens after this with WikiLeaks? He's being trial. He's on trial right now. He's being prosecuted. So what happens if he's gone? He actually wanted was actually to get information out to the general public. What type of information? Any information that they can actually get, which is which they believe is of interest to the public. All right, this is actually one example. Again, I don't. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll go straight to my presentation. Cybersecurity Malaysia, basically, is, in a nutshell, is an agency under the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. What we do, we have 17 million internet users in Malaysia, and you can actually, there's actually 11 million Facebook users in Malaysia. So that's the one that I see right now in front of me. And the other one is when you get online. It's just like nations. I can tell you why. You know why I say it's like nations? It's just like nation drivers.
It can happen if they succeed to attack everything. Can it lead to physical destruction of the can they shut down the internet or something?
What? Shut down internet?
Terrorism, big word. I'll give you an example. Stuxnet. Did anyone hear about Stuxnet? Stuxnet, I've got a couple of. So let me just tell you what Stuxnet is all about.
Stuxnet was one of her friends on Facebook.
Oh.
So immediately the boss commented for her to just come in, take the stuff and leave. You see? So there's also another example I can mention that I remember well. In Australia, where this guy actually posted a status message saying that he was too drunk to come to work today. Right? So he had a very bad.
If you consider Australia is huge percentage, 57%. US is 42%. I don't know about the Asian context and statistics. So what do you think about this? In one side there is a rights of human rights and rights to speak, rights to information and access to information. And otherwise there's cyber law. This is, I just want your opinion on that. And my question is, like, oh my God, it's real culprit free. I think you know all of this. The member of the bar